Welcome into your weekly reading. This is a weekly reading for Aries for the week of March 7th through the 13th. I'm going to get some advice from the Oracle this week. I'm interested in looking at magic, right? What is the magic that we need to believe in, our own personal magic as we step into our powers? This deck is by Amanda Lovelace, and so I'm going to go ahead and get some Oracle advice here for this week, get some tarot to follow up that with, and then if you're interested, I'm going to clarify the tarot and get some animal messages in the extended reading. The link is below. If you like this video, I would appreciate if you would go ahead and thumbs up the video. Feel free to subscribe to the channel, Judgment Day, if you haven't already. And share this information, this video, with anyone who you think might appreciate that content, as well as I'm always reading the comments, and I'd be very interested in how this reading relates in your own life and your own story. All right, so let's get started. For Aries, for the week of March 7th through 13th, what does Spirit have for Aries? What magic does Aries need? What's the message of magic for Aries? So we got the tree, let them go. So this is an 18 card. 18 reduces to a 9. So this card, really gets me thinking about ending of a cycle. You can see here in the picture a woman who is looking down at the ground, quite sad, needing to let something go. On the 18th, I believe there's a full moon. I could be off a little bit, but full moon rituals are a good time to let things go as well. You see here the tree is on fire, doing a burn. I'm going to post a video on doing a release in a full moon. New moons is where you want to manifest things into your life. Full moons, you want to let things go. So certainly there is something in this week for Aries that you need to let go of. It has served its purpose. It is probably overly attached to you since you have lit this tree on fire. And so thinking about how do I clear something, a burning, sometimes this is negativity, right? Like I can see these wisps of black smoke here in the card. I often think about when I burn sage, how I'm clearing negativity. There's something negative, something that needs to go from your life, Aries, and it's time to detach. It's time to detach. It's time to let something go. I'm going to go ahead and read this card description to you all in thinking about the tree. I know in this card too, it talks about the family tree. So let me just go ahead and read this. You often take on the pain of others. You used to think it was because you're an empath, but these days you're not so sure. So taking on other people's sort of emotions and having it gunk you up, I can certainly understand why there's this need to light something, to kind of clear that negative energy that you picked up. Sometimes it feels like other people are emptying their emotions into you and giving nothing in return. Sometimes we even feel we've inherited pain from those who come before us in our family tree. This is your permission to let go. Your life is ultimately about you, not what other people expect you to carry for them. I think the family tree one is particularly interesting too, because we can inherit, so there's sort of the other people's stuff that we pick up in this lifetime, but there is also that which we pass on intergenerationally to one another. There is historical trauma, right? That's what comes to mind. There are dysfunctional family patterns that we embody and that we take in, and really it's time to let it go, right? So sometimes we stay attached because, well, this is my family tradition, this is what I owe to the people that came before me, But a lot of times, some of that, what Spirit is really saying in this case is there's something that you've inherited, something that you're taking on that belongs to someone else, that is gunking you up, right? It's dragging you down. It's time to let that go. Those are messages that are keeping you stuck. And remember that theme this week is believe in your own magic, right? So there's some limiting thoughts and beliefs about who you are. And you've taken those on from other people. So that's what needs to be shed this week. All right, Aries, let's get some advice from the tarot. I am using a deck by Vicki Noble, the Mother Peace Round Tarot deck. So I'm going to pull 4 cards. The first card is I'm going to look at what do you think is going on in the situation, right? So I'm talking about it's time to let them go. What are you thinking needs to be let go, Aries, for you? What is your sort of take on the situation? And then I'm going to pull in the second card, what is actually going on? So to what degree are those things in alignment? Then what is Spirit bringing in for you? And then what are the energies or the situation that you're not aware of? So that'll be the card from underneath the deck. In the extended, I'll go ahead and clarify and get some advice from your animal spirit guides. But Aries, what is it that you think you need to let go? So Spirit, what is going on for Aries? What advice? What can you tell us here about Aries that Aries needs to let go? All right, so what you think is going on, and we've got 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands. We have this woman who is naked, right? I am naked and on fire. There is no barrier between me and my passion, right? Expressing my passion, not even clothing, right? There's nothing, there's no veil. So I wonder, Aries, if you are not already, ready to just, this is who I am, like just coming out on fire. You've got some kind of passion. We've got some snakes around her. She's just in that, her passionate state, right? And whether, this is definitely feminine energy for sure, right? Like this is hot feminine energy. If you're a masculine, this is either a kind of energy you want to go towards, right? Or a kind of energy that you want to embody in yourself, like being able to access your internal feminine energy and bring that forward, particularly without the clothing on, right? So this is like bearing one's soul. All right, so that's what you think is going on. You're stepping into, this really speaks to like a hot, charged, passionate authenticity, right? Like not in that rational swords kind of way. I mean, this is Wands energy, right? This is fire energy. This is spirit. Your spirit is coming through. What does the universe, what is happening here? Here we go, right? This Ace of Wands. And so we have this new life, right? Like this is a card of new life. Like something is exploding into being, right? So it's like out of your being, it's like giving birth to something. There is something that wants to emerge. Spirit, so what you think is happening is you are just coming from the inside out, going towards a feminine, bringing out your feminine, and what is actually happening is in doing so you're creating a new life, right? Giving birth to something. Woo! Yeah, that baby coming right out of the egg. What does Spirit want to what messages from Spirit are there in addition? Woo! Definitely a pregnancy. A pregnancy of some sort going on here for you. And what I mean by that, it's the patience that's required to bring forth, right? So once we get that new life, then we need to wait, right? Like the pregnant mama here. You got to wait like a pregnant mama. You've busted out in this hot moment. You've like decided to bring forth something that has been burning inside of you, right? She is burning to get out. And this new thing, this new creation is busting out of that energy. And now we're full, right, of this pregnancy, this birth, this creative thing that is then now going to take time. Not too long though. So actually, if you know, sort of the time it takes in a pregnancy, this woman on the picture is quite pregnant, and you see this garden, the melons, right? They're all ripe and ready, right? Ready for harvesting soon, not yet, right? Like this is what Spirit is bringing in, right? This is what's coming in. So yeah, very much in alignment. And then what we don't see on the bottom of the deck, whew, I mean, this might be an actual pregnancy for some of you out there. Like this is for you, Aries, expect, you know, an actual, maybe increasing in your family size. But we have Eight of Wands, right? Eight of Wands coming in here. You can see Cupid's arrow, the flames of that falling in love, you know. Again, though, this Wands energy, a lot of passion. We've got Ace of Wands, Nine of Wands, Eight of Wands. So this is a very passionate moment. We've got burning on the tree, right? There's something you're lighting up, some belief about who you are, how small you are, some story in your family that you have around your own passion, really, your own creative, your own capacity for creation. That's what this is. And whether you deserve to even have your own family, right? Like that can be something that's inherited, or what family should look like, how you get to create or what you get to create. You're not playing by those rules. Maybe it's the kind of work that you were supposed to do. This is who we are as people. Maybe it's a certain kind, but you have your own sense of what you're doing and you are in alignment, right? Spirit is saying, yes, what you think is going on, what's actually going on. You think this is a lot about you. I think this is a piece that may be a little bit of a switch is not necessarily just you bring forth your passion. Your passion has a place, right? This isn't just about burning up things and letting them go. You're creating something out of that passion. So it may feel like it's just burning and busting. It's got to get out of me. But there's something wonderful that you're creating in that process, which then leads us to the seven, right? The seven of Pentacles. This new life, this new birth. That then takes time, right? There's this like incubation period. That's what that is, the incubation period. So that's the stability, right? That disc or pentacle energy. The universe is going to stabilize all of this like fiery, passionate, burning energy. So very interesting this way. Lots going on there for you, Aries. Lots of fire, particularly in a fire sign. To see all of this passion coming forward. So whatever has been holding you back, you're busting right on through it, and lighting it up like a shooting star. So that's it. That's what I've got for this reading. If you're interested in continuing on in the extended, I'm going to go ahead and clarify these cards and then get some animal spirit advice. So otherwise, have a good week and a hot and fiery one there for you. Yes, indeed. Very much so, Aries. All right.